Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. I want to show you these two contrasting headlines, and this is something that is super common in the traditional space. And you've got from Market Insider from January 21st, 2023, crypto, Bitcoin is a hyped up fraud. It's a pet rock, says JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, aka a financial terrorist. And then less than 2 months later, JP Morgan, from the Entrepreneur, JP Morgan reportedly owned a bunch of rocks that was supposed to be $1.3 million of nickel. So they are complaining about Bitcoin and calling it a hyped up pet rock. Meanwhile, they literally have bags of rocks that they couldn't verify as real metal, and they only found it later. It's supposed to be backing up a certain basket of assets, and now those got to be completely covered by another position they're going to have to take. So I mean, that's the level of fraud that we're dealing with in the traditional space that they're trying to get you to sign on to. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has 100% uptime. Its verification is the transaction itself. You can't send Bitcoin to another Bitcoin wallet if it's not Bitcoin. And meanwhile, they're taking on loads and hordes of metal, which if I don't know how much that would weigh, but that's got to weigh a lot of money or a lot of weight to be able to have $1.3 million in nickel. Nickel's not worth very much compared to something like Bitcoin. So they had actual rocks that once they tried to verify it, turned out to be fake. So these are the people that we're dealing with. And meanwhile, Jamie Dimon is literally a financial terrorist who makes the cost of money super cheap, gets caught like actually helping financial fraud, and then they just have to pay a small fee for it. So they can literally commit terrorism for a small legal fee, financial terrorism against the people, and they get away with it all day long. And I just think that's hilarious that they have the ability to call Bitcoin a hyped up pet rock when it is digital gold. Jerome Powell even said, the Fed chairman even said that it's digital gold. Even Christine Lagarde, head of the European Central Bank, said it's the escape valve and that it needs to be closed off. So these people know what they're doing. They're trying to get you away from Bitcoin. Meanwhile, they're in all the Ponzi schemes. Everybody knows that the preferred method to use for any sort of illegal activity is US dollars, is cash. And it's facilitated by banks like JP Morgan and HSBC, who get all these fines, and it's just the cost of doing business. They pay 1%, 2%, 3% at most, and then they get to keep committing fraud and financial terrorism against the people. And that's why you should own EOS. It's the ultimate hedge against these people. They can't manipulate it, so they try to manipulate you through headlines. And if you could just see through that basic fact, then you're going to win. So I just want to put that out there. Staffelbaker out.